Hello there, Crypto Wisers. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Milton. I'm going to be your captain for this episode. Today, I'm going to be telling you about two projects that are about to launch. One is coming out in a couple of days, one in a couple of weeks. Both these projects are ones that I am investing in. Crypto alt season is heating up. There's amazing projects out there for you to invest in, but you cannot forget about keeping your eyes out on the hot new projects coming out. So that's why in today's episode, I'm going to be introducing you to two of them. So buckle up, because this is going to be another exciting episode of Crypto Wise. Okay, guys, before I go into these projects, do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure you hit that notification bell. That will let you know in real time when we publish new videos. And of course, follow us on Twitter at CryptoWiseDaily, and our shows are now available both on YouTube and in podcast form. That's right, CryptoWise is now a podcast, so make sure you subscribe to us on all your favorite podcast platforms. All right, guys, without further ado, the first project I want to bring to your attention is Mine Network. This is a project that is launching their IDO in a matter of days and hours. This one is coming out on November 25th. Okay, November 25th, 3 p.m. UTC. These guys are doing a dual IDO event on Thor Starter and Moon Starter. Okay, very cool launch pads, these ones. You got Thor Starter. It's part of the Thor Chain ecosystem. Pretty new platform. You guys know I love Thor Chain. So very high on the prospect of Thor Starter. And so it's very cool to see that Mine is going to be one of the very first projects launching here on Thor Starter. So November 25th, they're doing an IDO here on Thor Starter. Price for the IDO is going to be 0.01 cents. So that is 1 cent per MNET token. So this is a Mine Network. Their token is coming out on November 25th, MNET token. So you can join this IDO here on Thor Starter if you're interested. Obviously, all these launch pads have their own rules in terms of what you have to be holding and staking to be able to participate in their IDOs. So if you're not already part of Thor Starter, definitely worth checking out what you need to do to be part of it, not only for Mine Network, but any of their other upcoming IDOs. And if Thor Starter is not your thing, then you can always also go over to Moon Starter. So they're also going to do an IDO on Moon Starter, same time, same price for the token. Here they have it as 1 BUSD, which is basically a buck for 100 MNET tokens. So again, 1 cent per token. And again, Moon Starter will have their own rules in terms of how you can participate, what sort of tier gets to participate how, and all that sort of thing. With these launch pads, essentially you need to have the token of the launch pad. You stake a certain amount and you get perks for staking that token, including being able to get in on these IDOs, including, in this case, Mine Network. But if you don't want to participate in either of these IDOs, that's cool too. Just know that the MNET token, this Mine Network token, is going to be launching that day. Once those IDOs happen, that means that Mine Network's token, the MNET token, is going to be out there for anyone to grab. So pay attention, November 25th. Know that this token is launching. So that's your chance, either participate in the IDOs or grab it on the open market once it launches. Now, why do I like Mine Network? I'm not going to do a deep dive here, guys. I just want to let you know about these IDOs quickly in this video, and then I'll come back, do another video that really kind of gives more detail on each of these projects. But just to give you an overview of why I'm bullish on this one, essentially Mine Network is going to be kind of a DAO, and the MNET token is going to be a governance token where you get to be part owner of this Mine Network. And what they are doing is they are purchasing hash power from different miners, actual crypto miners all over the world. They are buying some hash power off of them. And obviously they get the rewards, whatever the token is, whether it's Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, still right now, proof of work. Essentially, they can work with any proof of work project in the long run. They are going to be launching with Bitcoin, of course. That's the big one. And look, mining is a pain in the butt. And you can't really mine Bitcoin on your own anymore. So you can invest in mining companies, you can do that sort of thing. But I like this way, basically investing in these tokens that are a representation and allow any of us to have a piece of ownership in the mining of tokens. But that's not all these guys are doing. They are taking it a step further. So they're going to have the mine network, which gives you part of the governance over their mining pools, deciding which ones to go in, how the rewards get distributed, all that sort of thing. But this is super cool. Then they're going to be turning mining into a metaverse game. That's right. They're going to be launching Mineverse. And this is going to give even more utility to the Mnet token because you're going to have to pay and purchase for NFTs and different equipment, different access to different mining caves in the game with the Mnet token. This kind of reminds me of DeFi Kingdoms, a project we've talked a lot about on the program in the last few weeks, which has turned DeFi into gaming. This is going to be turning mining into gaming, and behind the game is going to be actual ownership, access to real mining. And this is the first game like this that I know of. There are other games out there that are working with cloud mining and that sort of thing. This is the first one I know of that's going to be backed by actual physical mining and ownership of hash rate of actual physical mining. And so these guys are actually going to launch in a couple of weeks, the NFTs, the first NFTs for this game, which you'll be able to purchase those ones in Ethereum. But eventually you're going to need the Mnet token to play in this game, and you can get more mining rewards for building out your cave, having better equipment, that sort of thing. Basically turning mining into a game, which I think is an awesome idea. I think this could be really big. And this is one of the major reasons why I am very bullish on Mine Network. And I'll do another video to explain in more detail the whole project of Mine Network, a lot going on with it. But here I just want to let you know it's coming out in a couple of days, November 25th. Mine Network IDO on Thorstarter and Moonstarter. All right, guys, the second project coming out that I want you to know about is called PathDAO. And they are paving the road to the metaverse. Essentially, this is going to be a DAO that holds a treasury of investments in the metaverse, in the gaming world, the NFT world, and play to earn sponsorships. This is very cool. I mean, this is not the first project doing this sort of thing. There are a couple of others. I just kind of have found out about this area. One of those other projects is called Blackpool. But what PathDAO is doing is very interesting. I talked to the team, and after talking to them, I thought, I had really good vibes about this team. There's a group of them, about 10 of them. They are highly knowledgeable about metaverse, gaming, all that sort of thing. A super smart team. And I thought to myself, okay, well, it's kind of like an ETF, in the weird world. These DAOs are becoming almost ETFs, where I thought, yeah, I can do my own research, find my own projects, but I'm never going to be able to find every single blue chipper out there. I'm not as immersed into the gaming scene as these guys are, but even if I was, it's always good to kind of diversify within the space, and a DAO like PathDAO allows you to do that. So their IDO is coming out in the next few weeks, 10 days. They're going to do this in a couple of different phases, and it's going to start here. They've got a countdown on their website. PathDAO.io is launching in 10 days. So they're going to do a dual IDO for very small allotments. They're doing that on Ignition, the paid launchpad Ignition, and also on Engine Starter. There's going to be small allotments on those two platforms. So if you're part of those platforms, look out for PathDAO. But their major token launch is going to be on Copper, which is the liquidity bootstrapping pools that Balancer does. So this allows for a more user-friendly, fair launch. We've seen these bootstrapping pool launches before with other projects that we've talked about. So they're going to be doing theirs on Copper, and that's going to be happening on December 4th. Okay, and their token is called the Path token, PATH, Path token. So they're going to be doing their full launch on Balancer liquidity bootstrapping pool for the Path token December 4th. But keep your eye out for these two IDOs too, first on Engine Starter and paid Ignition. And again, I'll do a more detailed video here on PathDAO because I am investing in it. But here's a quick rundown. Total supply of Path is going to be $1 billion. On the IDO tokens that are out there, there's going to be no vest, but there is vest for the private VCs and stuff who got into it. So the IDO is going to have 50 million tokens. So that will be the circulating supply off the bat. And there will be the ability to stake those Path tokens if you get them. And once there's 50% of the circulating supply being staked, then there's going to be 150% rewards for that. And here's the breakdown of how this all works. Basically, 80% of all revenue, all funds of Path go to the treasury, building out the treasury, doing more investments in the metaverse, and these scholarships. So this is kind of an interesting thing. This is kind of part of it all, where they give scholarships to people who are really good at play to earn games, and they get revenue back for that. So, a lot of people out there are really good at these games, but they can't afford to play them anymore, especially as they get more and more expensive. So basically, PathDAO will give them funding to start playing and then share in their profits. So it's almost like staking, having a stake in like a really good poker player or that sort of thing. And that's the idea that I really loved and hadn't heard of before. I think it's a really ingenious idea, especially as these play-to-earn games build and build. It's going to be, I think, a big industry. So this Path token is going to be a governance token and also basically a fractionalized ownership of this treasury. As the treasury builds, the value of this Path token will build. So that one is happening December 4th, but give them a follow here on Twitter at PathDAO. Stay tuned for more news on the IDOs. And this is the really exciting part. We're going to be actually doing a giveaway on our Twitter. So make sure you are following us at CryptoWise Daily, because after talking to the team, they agreed to give us a small allocation of that Path token at the IDO price to give away to our community. So make sure you are following us at CryptoWise Daily, because we are going to be announcing that giveaway very soon and what you got to do to be part of it. You definitely want to get your chance at winning some of this Path token, especially at the IDO prices. This is an amazing opportunity. So make sure you're following us at CryptoWise Daily. More news about that will be released. And make sure that you are also following at PathDAO. All right, guys. So December 4th, that's when they are coming out with their bootstrapping pool on Copper. All right, guys. Well, those are two projects that I am super excited about, that I am investing in. Again, that was Mine Network. Their IDO is on November 25th on Thor Starter and Moon Starter. And then PathDAO, their IDO, at least their main launch on Copper, is happening December 4th. Okay, before you go, guys, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. And of course, make sure you're following us on Twitter, CryptoWise Daily. We're going to be doing a giveaway of that PathDAO IDO. Until next time, CryptoWisers, I'm Milton saying over and out.
Thanks for watching CryptoWise. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.